sizzling towards a draw. 1.5 minutes. Do we expect Hikaru to try and hustle on time here? It's still risk-free for white, but ultimately not many resources left on the board.
I think he's going to play on for just a little bit more. With Arjun 125, if Arjun takes a couple of seconds every move, that might not be ideal. And Arjun's still sort of struggling finding the right place for his rook and knight. Arjun's king feeling a little bit tied down to the white rook and knight. Something to play for. White's king has a clear path on the light squares to come forward and maybe even potentially create an attack. Hikaru there starts with a pawn move, tying down. Black pawns there. An attack on the knight, retreats, some checks, watch out, knight e6 would win a pawn. I think Hikaru plays this on.
Yeah, Arjun's not liking this. Again, he doesn't like playing the role of defender in general, but especially when he's got no chances to win the game. And the white knight could still use some squares. The black rook currently can slide across the 5th rank, potentially to defend some stuff. But Hikaru, will he keep testing his opponent? It's a bullet game essentially for Arjun Erigaisi down at the 1 minute mark. He could well get this Hikaru. He's well within his rights to play on. It's not dead drawn yet.
All right, huge threat. The pawn on g7 about to fall. Will Arjun take a big decision? You can move it, but then you're really weakening your king and also leaving behind that f pawn. Hikaru is ready for the fight. He does target that f6 pawn, which is not easy to defend. Hikaru for the second time about to go up a pawn.
It's impossible to defend that pawn. Arjun suddenly leaned forward, panicking now. The black pieces should still be able to hold this thing together, but g5 so weak right now. There are going to be some checks. This game's going to be a long grind, and Hikaru starts with an extra 35 seconds as well. He's got the board position, he's got the clock position. This is Hikaru Nakamura's bread and butter. Is he going to get it though? Arjun needs to get the rooks off the board. He needs to get all the pieces off before he runs out of time.
Hikaru's won thousands and thousands of such positions. Technically a draw should be an easy hold for a player of Arjun's level, but puts that mix of a 40-second on the clock, both clocks gone red. It's going to be a time scramble. The only one who can come on top, but you have to watch out. There are knights for both sides. But it's Hikaru who's feeling he's playing for 2 results here.
The white king is soon going to come in. The white knight is going to improve itself. Hikaru should not lose this. Watch out, there are knight forks. The king is coming. As soon as the checks dry up, the black king might be checked backwards. Hikaru, though, can he find safety? Where's he going to hide his king? Checks continue. He's moving further and further away from the area of the board he wants to be on. But this is all about the clock. 30 seconds versus 40 seconds now.
And Hikaru's such a beast when it comes to mouse skills right now. Definitely the better of these two players with more practice, has played hundreds of thousands of such games and come out on top. And 99% of the time, he does keep the pressure, attacks the rook. And look at that, Arjun's taking too long. He's down to about 20 seconds.
There are so many knight forks in the air. Hikaru, he's so good at avoiding those knight checks. The white king is coming. White's got the perfect setup. Black can barely move. The knight is fixed. The black rook is fixed. Hikaru's going to create those threats. 17 versus 26.
And look at Hikaru's eyes. They're darting all across the board. He's fully aware of every single square. He knows he can give a check at the right time, and he will do it. But he'll wait for Arjun to go down on the clock, and that was a blunder.
That was a blunder. The white king can step across now. The black rook is forced to give way, and there's going to be a pin. Arjun's defenses have been tipped over the edge. Fist pump from Hikaru Nakamura. He's getting closer. He's about to win the black knight. This game's about to end.
Any second now, Arjun will play on, but he will not save this. And look at that beautiful finish. He wins the rook, king pawn ending. He's going to win this 6 seconds. He could have an R. Arjun could. It will be Hikaru Nakamura who gets that 3rd place.
Hikaru Nakamura in a time scramble, doing what he does best, doing what he is famous for, what the entire world knows him to be the best in the world for. And he thrives under the pressure. He thrives under the pressure of that clock. And in the final game, takes the victory.